to Cheap Champagne. Cheers, everyone. I'm Zora. Today we are drinking Members Mark champagne. So last time we had Costco. This time we have Sam's Club. It is one of my absolute favorites. Today I'm having a Zora special champagne with just a few gummy bears for an added treat at the end. We're filming separately today, but we are so excited to do this episode of Cheap Champagne. The feature is brown or of brown descent designers popular in today's fashion, or if they're not popular, they need to be popular, so we're gonna put an emphasis on them. I hope you join us for another episode of Cheap Champagne. Today's episode is all about the hottest designers who reflect African American or Afro cultures. That can be the Caribbean. We have a couple of Haitian designers. We have an American designer, but it is Black History Month, and we were inspired by issues of Vogue and Essence magazine, and they both, now let me rewind that, not Essence, E-S-S-E-N-C-E, but S-S-E-N-S-E, which is an amazing online presence for fashion retail. If you haven't been there, absolutely go there. They cross between streetwear and couture and are just absolutely amazing. And they both have such an overwhelming presence and desire to support designers of different backgrounds and different cultures. And so I will support them as they do that. And that's what this episode is about.
Cheers, Zora. Today I am actually in my art studio and I'm pretty excited because you guys have already been introduced to Zora's Closet. Today I get to introduce you to my art studio. I know that Zora is super eager to get us started. I'm going to sit back with my beautiful champagne with the effervescent dancing pomegranates. You grab yours too. And I will kick it back to Zora.
And I'd love to lead off with one of my absolute favorite designers. I had several of her pieces before I realized she was brown and gorgeous and looks like we could all be family. She's of Haitian and Italian descent. Her clothing line, Stella Jean, is based out of Milan, and it is known for its funky colors. Every season she represents a different country. Last season it was the Bolivian luchadoras, which were the female wrestlers, and she just has the most effervescent colors. When you look at some of her looks, look at the balloon sleeves, the details, the bouffant hemlines. She's just everything I am. She's quirky, she's fun, she's colorful. We could be besties. I love Stella Jean. In fact, today the skirt I'm wearing is from one of her older collections, but it is absolutely awesome. I wear it with tennis shoes, heels, everything. Cheers to Stella Jean.
My first designer is Dura Olowu. Mr. Olowu is a British designer originally from Lagos, Nigeria. In 2004, when he launched his eponymous line, Dura Olowu, but in 2005, his dress was named the Dress of the Year by British Vogue. Pretty famous dress. Pretty sure you've seen it at some point. You might not have known what you were seeing, but this is the Dura dress. First Lady Michelle Obama actually commissioned him to design a room in the White House. That's what a big deal he is. In recent years, he has also started curating for some major museums, much like his wife, Thelma Golden, another name you might know. I am wearing a piece of Mr. Olowu's fashion line here. It took me years to get this piece. It's kind of a big deal to me. It's kind of a star in my closet. His fashions are kind of known for the juxtaposition of different colors and patterns and prints that you wouldn't expect to go together, but that go together so beautifully. His artist eye puts together such beautiful patterns and colors and prints that you would not expect to be able to come together and make such a beautiful composition. It is truly a piece of art. Kind of like a chef is an artist with different flavors, and he does it with excellence. And so I say cheers to Dura Olowu. And Zora, what do you have next for us?
Thank you, Shanara. My next designer is Heron Preston. So If you don't know anything about me by now, I am a huge streetwear fan. I absolutely love some of the fresh perspectives that are coming out in the most unlikely cities and parts of America and around the world. Heron Preston is an American-based designer who grew up cutting his teeth with Virgil Abloh doing their first clothing line, Bentrell, and then they separated with their separate ways, and now they are both making a name for themselves. Heron Preston is known for the bright jump of orange in most of his designs. Sometimes it's not as easy to find. It's a bit of a Where's Waldo type of thing, but his designs are street, they're edgy, but they're crossing over. Some of the looks that you'll see me in are definitely more party than street, definitely more couture than some of the other street designers. Cheers to Heron Preston.
So, my next designer is not actually a designer of clothing, but actually a designer of jewelry. If you know anything about me, I am a huge jewelry girl. I love anything that sparkles and twinkles. I love jewelry. For Christmas this year, I got a piece from Mateo, New York. I honestly did not know very much about this designer at all, but I have fallen in love with him and his designs. Mateo is from a designer named Matthew Harris. He's a gentleman originally from Montego Bay, Jamaica. He moved to the US at the age of 16 to go to college. He soon realized that he had an entrepreneurial spirit. He did not want to work for anyone. He did not want to have a traditional job. So he paired that entrepreneurial spirit with his love of jewelry and jewelry design. And he is actually self-taught, going down and talking to people in the jewelry district in New York. On his own, began designing jewelry. His pieces are elegant and sophisticated, minimal but luxe, kind of like I'd like to describe myself. He has beautiful pieces that have been seen on Rihanna and Mindy Kaling, as well as a number of other celebrities. He is really catching on. He's becoming an international superstar. I'm really pleased that I have a pair of his earrings. I have the Muzo Colombian emerald stud earrings. They're gorgeous. I'm really excited about this new jewelry designer. Cheers to this designer, Mr. Matthew Harris. Who do you have, Zora?
Okay, so behind the scenes, we just had a fun conversation about not knowing how to pronounce the next designer's name. I absolutely adore him. It's Victor. It's spelled Glemaud. So I'm going to pronounce that Glemaud because I'm assuming that's some sort of French Haitian name, because he is indeed from Haiti and he grew up in New York City, and he studied with Marc Jacobs, and he was on the design team with Paco Rabanne's latest Renaissance. He is familiar with all of the hot designers, what looks good on women's bodies, and he loves knit. And I'm a huge fan of knit because knit covers a world of sin. It is like wearing a girdle that everybody can see, but it's fashionable and beautiful. And he does some amazing things with knits. He has just an eye for color. Everything looks like it should be on a Basquiat painting or something. He is an absolute design visionary, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more of him. And I'm proud to have picked up a couple of his pieces at Neiman Marcus lately. Cheers to Victor.
Much like Zora and her last designer, I had to really research in order to be able to pronounce my last designer's name. Her name is Palisa Mokubung, and I am wearing a piece of hers right now. Ms. Mokubung is a South African designer currently based in Johannesburg, and she most recently came to international acclaim as she was the first African designer to have a collaboration with the Swedish mega fashion house H&M. I'll be honest, I did not know anything about Ms. Mokubung when I bought this piece. I happened to be looking at an H&M ad. The colors, the cut, everything about this dress caught my eye. I clicked on the link, I tried to make a purchase. Everything had been sold out. I was able to find a piece in my size, and I bought this dress, which I absolutely love. When you look at it closely, you'll see there is a beautiful African woman with Afro puffs. You know it has to be made for us. I loved it, I fell in love. Ms. Mokubung is known for her beautiful, active, vibrant colors and wonderful, flowy, easy to wear pieces. I am in love with her work. Her native language is Sesotho, and interestingly, the word Manso, the name of her line, means black is beautiful. So, cheers to Polisa Mogubun.
So the magazine, the website, Essence, is amazing, and right now they're doing a real fusion line called Essence Works, and it's where they pair a designer with somebody else in a creative realm. And I have two of the pieces on from the Jeremy Harris collection. I have the shirt or the sweater, and the socks are both from him, and you guys know how much I love socks. I fell in love with these socks as soon as I saw them. The line is affordable, it's fun, it's edgy. I absolutely love the pairing. Great job. Today's shoes are also by a black designer that I actually mentioned in Heron Preston's profile. These are Off-White, Virgil Abloh, also the lead male head designer for Louis Vuitton. Very big distinction. Happy for him. I know he's had a bit of a fall from grace with our community, but he is a good designer for what it's worth. So these are a part of his, I want to say, spring 2019 line. And then the necklace I wanted to talk about too. So the necklace I either got while I was visiting Africa or I got it from Etsy. I don't recall which one, but I absolutely adore the necklace. I feel like maybe I got it in North Africa. That's another show though. So these were just a few of the many African-American, African-influenced designers out there. I know you probably have some favorites, some that you're mad that we missed. So please tell us so we can highlight them and highlight you on future episodes of Cheap Champagne. Like us. If you have a comment, tell us. If you want to subscribe and hang with us, do that.
We're also over at Instagram at Love Cheap Champagne. And so until next time, may you keep popping bottles and may your champagne flutes continue to overflow with all the beautiful things in life. Cheers.